Welcome to All Eyes Facts, where we bring you the truth, unfiltered, uncensored, and unapologetic. Today's episode? It's not just news, it's a warning. The global resource war has already started. It's from Nigeria's threat of a mineral trade blockade to the hidden hands behind sanctions and supply chains. This is the side of world politics they daren't want you to understand. The U.S. floated a new round of travel bans targeting countries in Africa, including Nigeria. But this time, Nigeria fired back. Nigeria's foreign minister warned. No nation should think it can restrict us without consequences. Can Nigeria really afford to threaten the U.S. over minerals? Yes, and here's why. Nigeria holds strategic resources the West desperately needs: lithium, cobalt, tin, niobium. These minerals are vital for everything from smartphones to electric vehicles and weapon systems. Without them, the clean energy and tech sectors stall. In Libya, Gaddafi tried to launch a gold-backed dinar to challenge the dollar. A few months later, NATO turned his country into rubble. And in Afghanistan, they told the world it was poor, while sitting on trillions in minerals. Western powers are used to African silence. Nigeria flipping that narrative shows a geopolitical shift. It's no longer about begging, it's about bargaining. African nations? Many are still locked into the CFA franc currency designed in Paris, not in Africa. In peacekeeping to secure access to Africa's riches. Let's rewind. This pattern isn't new. From the Congo crisis to Libya, the West has long used sanctions, coups, in the 1960s. Belgium and the CIA backed the assassination of Patrice Lumumba just weeks after Congo gained independence because he threatened their mining interests. Why doesn't the mainstream media cover this? This isn't chaos, it's a calculated rejection of neocolonialism. ECOWAS is fractured. China, Russia, and Turkey are cutting new deals with African states. No lectures attached. Africa is beginning to negotiate on its own terms, not as a colony, but as a bloc. Because many major outlets are owned or influenced by corporate interests tied to those very resources. Telling the truth threatens supply chains and stock prices. Media silence isn't accidentally, it's engineered. When news doesn't serve capital, it disappears. Modern war isn't always bullets and bombs. Today it's sanctions, dollar dominance, and debt diplomacy. Look at Russia after the West imposed sanctions. It pivoted to BRICs and started de-dollarizing trade. Iran survived through crypto, barter, and informal markets. Africa no longer needs a seat at someone else's table. It's building its own. But aren't sanctions used to punish dictators? Sometimes, but more often they punish populations, collapse local industries, and create dependence on foreign aid. Sanctions are 21st century colonialism, economic chains, instead of physical ones. From Mali to Niger, from Burkina Faso to Nigeria, Africa is rising. We're seeing military-led governments rejecting France and U.S. security models. Is this African unity or just anti-Western noise? It's deeper than that. It's an ideological awakening. This is the early stage of a multipolar world. If you remember one thing from this video, remember this. Resource control is global power. The ones who control lithium, uranium, cobalt, they decide what country develops and what country starves. And for the first time in modern history, Africa is demanding a different deal. What minerals are we talking about exactly? Lithium, cobalt, uranium, graphite, coltan, used in EVs, solar tech, weapons, and chips. What happens if the West loses access? Supply chain chaos, prices skyrocket, tech delays, energy crises. Can Africa unite? Not overnight. But recent moves show the will is there, and the people are fed up. If you value real news, not polished PR, hit subscribe. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should African nations nationalize their minerals? Don't forget, unfiltered truth is a weapon if you know how to use it. I'm Enoch, your favorite journalist, and this is All Eyes Facts. Until next time, keep your eyes wide open.